Hello, I'm so happy you're here, and I'm so excited to share this exercise with you. It's simple but effective. It integrates pelvic floor, breath, and core so that you can heal your pelvic floor dysfunction or simply prevent it. It's a great exercise to do as a new mom, simply to start rehabbing those muscles, the pelvic floor and core muscles. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I want you to get a ball or a block or a rolled up towel. You could also use a firmer pillow, something that you can bring between your knees and squeeze. From there, I want you to bring your fingers to your ribs, spread them out as big as you can so you can really feel your rib cage. Now, as you inhale, I want you to feel your ribs expand front, back, and sides. Looks like this. As you exhale, squeeze your ball, lift your pelvic floor, and imagine a zipper drawing in and up, lifting your low abs, middle abs, and finally closing the front of your ribs. Let's practice it again. Inhale, unzip, fill your ribs up, relax, relax, completely relax your pelvic floor. Exhale, squeeze your ball, zip in, up, up. I'm going to practice a couple with you so you can see it as you practice. Ready? Now I want you to keep practicing just like that. And I'm going to walk you through, as you're practicing, a little bit of the mechanics and why it is important to practice it this way. Let's start with the rib cage. When we feel our ribs expand, we know we're using our diaphragm. Using our diaphragm efficiently, number one, make sure we're not breathing into the top of our chest, and make sure we're not breathing down into our pelvic floor and exerting more pressure. So it's a nice way to control the pressure in the trunk of our body, right? Pelvic floor dysfunction is ultimately a pressure issue where you're pushing too much pressure down into your pelvic floor, and those muscles aren't strong enough to support that pressure. Secondly, I want us to think about the pelvic floor. If this is your first time practicing a pelvic floor exercise, it might be confusing. So I want you to think about if you're peeing and you try to stop peeing. It's that squeeze in and up. Now, especially if you're having any kind of constipation or bowel incontinence, I want you to start that zipper all the way at your rectum. So thinking about zipping up from your rectum, your perineum, and then your urethra. So it's this 3-point zip back to front. Our pelvic floor muscles are attached to our deep transverse abdominals in our lower core. So integrating pelvic floor and core with our breath is such an effective way to train these muscles. You've probably done a few more now. Let's do 3 more together. Again, I'm going to stop talking and do it with you. So now that you have the why and what behind it, you can see it in practice. Ready? Awesome. I want you to have practiced about 10 rounds. Now, if you're completely new to this exercise, completely new mom who's just starting to breathe and move again, or you found this kind of challenging and difficult, I want you to stay right here and practice this. Step 2, when you're feeling confident with step 1, I want you to go ahead and watch. All right. All right, ready for step 2. We're going to take the exact same strategy and just add some more engagement to it. So get your ball block or a towel, bring it between your knees, just like we practiced earlier. This time we're going to do this on our hands and knees. So inhale, just like you did, into your ribs, feel them expand. This time you don't have your hands as a guide. As you exhale, squeeze your ball, lift your pelvic floor, zip your belly in, and hover your knees 1 inch away from the floor. Inhale, come down, and completely relax as much as you can. Repeat. Inhale into your ribs, feel them expand. Exhale, squeeze your ball, lift, hover, and inhale back down. I'm going to do a couple with you without speaking, just so you can see it a little more clearly. Awesome. Let's do 3 more. Exhale, squeeze, zip up, lift up, and inhale, relax down. Exhale, squeeze, lift up, zip up, pelvic floor, core, ball, everything squeezing, lifting, working together. And inhale, relax, feel those ribs expand. 1 more. Exhale, squeeze, lift, and inhale, relax down. Practice about 8 to 10 reps and aim to do about 2 to 3 sets. Again, this is in addition or after as a progression from that first exercise. I've got 1 more for you. Stay tuned. All right. Third exercise we're going to do, same thing. Get your ball block or towel. This time we're going to lie on our backs. So once you're on your back, you're going to grab your ball once again, squeeze it between your knees. This time we'll start with our fingertips reaching up. So same thing, inhale into your ribs. As you exhale, squeeze your ball, pelvic floor, core zip up, and reach your fingers towards the ground, crunch up. Inhale, relax back down, let go of that squeeze of the ball. Let's repeat. Exhale, squeeze your ball, lift your pelvic floor, core, zip up, curl up. Inhale, relax down. Let's do a couple more. Exhale, squeeze your ball, pelvic floor, core, zip all the way into your low ribs closing. Reach forward to really get that closure in the front, and inhale, relax down. Let's do 5 more. Exhale, squeeze, zip up, lift up, and inhale, relax down. Exhale, squeeze the ball, lift your pelvic floor, zip your core in and up. Reach up and slowly roll down. Keep going. So only lift up as much as feels good. So maybe if you're just starting out, you're here. If you start to feel more core strength, you can reach further up. But I want it to feel slow, controlled, and I really want that priority to be squeezing the ball and feeling your pelvic floor lift. Yes, you are getting some core engagement. This is a great one as well for starting to close abdominal gap and strengthen those deep transverse abdominals. But priority for the class today is that squeeze of the ball and the lift of your pelvic floor. All right, last one here. Exhale, squeeze, zip up, and lift up. And you can look at your belly. You want to make sure it's not pressing out. You want to make sure it's squeezing in. Then you're getting those deep transverse abdominals working, which again are connected to your pelvic floor. Awesome. I've got 1 more exercise for you, which is a more relaxing exercise. So stay tuned. All right, we've done 3 versions of that squeeze zip up. Now, it's really just important to be able to relax your pelvic floor as it does to engage it. The last exercises were more on engaging, so I want to practice one that's more specifically on relaxing. You won't need your ball or your block for this one. Press it to the side. Go ahead and lie on your back once again. This time you're going to bring the bottoms of your feet together and your knees apart and bring your hands to your belly. So I want you to really think about relaxing your pelvic floor in this state. We're going to take a big breath in. Feel the breath into your belly. This is a nice place to breathe all the way down to the base of your pelvic floor without worrying about exerting too much pressure there because you're horizontal instead of vertical. So inhale, feel your belly expand now. We've been practicing so far really on the ribs. And as you exhale, I want you to bring your knees together. Feel that zip up again. And then inhale, relax. Breathe into your belly. Relax, relax, relax. So really focus on relaxing your pelvic floor as much as you can. Let go of any tension, any gripping, any squeezing sensation. Completely relax. So what happens if we're in a state of hypertension with our pelvic floor, which can happen pretty frequently, is this like constant kind of gripping and lifting feeling, engagement, like you're trying to hold everything in, right? And then what happens is, number one, those muscles can get fatigued, and number two, if they're not able to fully relax, they're not able to fully contract. So we want to be able to really think about that differentiation of our pelvic floor muscles, the full relaxation, so that we can get that full contraction. And this is a strategy you can use with the other exercises I taught. So nice big breath in all the way down to the bottom, and then we'll work on the contract. So exhale, squeeze your knees in, lift your pelvic floor, zip up, just like we've been practicing. And inhale, relax, 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 relax. So those other shapes were kind of harder to fully relax in. Maybe the sitting one, you could get a full relaxation. Exhale, squeeze in, zip up, relax, oh, excuse me, contract. And now go ahead and relax all the way. Let's do one more, and then we'll just take a few breaths in that relaxed state. Exhale, zip up, engage, low back pressing down, squeezing your knees together, zipping in and up. And then inhale, relax, let it all go. One more like that. Exhale, squeeze, zip, and inhale, relax. All right, now hands on your belly. Just work on relaxing. Inhale into your belly. Feel some expansion there without feeling pressure. And then exhale, notice if you're gripping, notice if you're holding on, see if you can let go and relax one more step. All right, let's stay here all day. So awesome job. Now I want you to practice. Either you can practice all of those sequentially, or you can just practice one of those exercises and do multiple sets. But whatever you do, practice this integration of breath, pelvic floor, and core every day, and you will see results. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon.